Okay, so I'm living in an apartment downtown some years ago. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm lying in bed. Somebody's knocking on my door really loud. So I get up out of my bed and I'm walking down the long hallway to the door. My first thought is, well, I'll look through the peephole with one eye and like a pirate. Like, wow. I'll see who's out there. Because I can't open one eye without screwing up the other side of my face. But I thought, no, I don't feel like doing that. I'll just open the door because, it's probably my landlord. It's the lady who lives across from me who, I don't know, wants to talk to me or something. I think she's pregnant, and she's looking for some guy to be the dad, right? But, I'm not that guy. I don't even know this lady. She's already told me that she's trying to find a guy who will sleep with her, and then she can say, hey, we're pregnant. You're a dad. So, I don't know. Not my thing, right? Nobody's thing. Watch out for that anyway. Watch out. Just when you're seeing somebody in a relationship, just slow things down a bit up first, right? And see how they respond. If they get really mad, then, oh, trouble, trouble. Do not enter. Do not pass go. So anyways, I open up the door, and this guy runs right into my apartment. He runs right past me, like pushes right past me, and I'm just standing there half awake in my underwear. Used to call them tighty whities. I don't know why. Probably because they weren't boxers, right? And they're white, so they're tight because they're not boxers. I'm standing there in tighty whities. I don't know if they call them that anymore because I don't like hang out with people who say stupid things like tighty whities. I wouldn't have said that, but just for the sake of context, right? Historically correct now. Historical context of the story. It's a true story. He runs right past me. And so I go into the living room. And he says, you gotta hide me. You gotta hide me. I was like, no, I don't. I don't have to do anything. And then suddenly the red and blue lights start flashing all around the building. Flashing right through the window. I'm standing in there and I'm thinking, all right, well, this is over before it even started. And I decided, I said, look, I'm tired, man. That's it. That's all I am right now. Is tired. I don't know what's going on with you. I'm not in charge of the world right now. I'm just going to bed. So whatever. So I turn, I walk, and I'm heading into my room. And I'm thinking maybe that's not a good idea to turn your back on a total stranger who's standing in your apartment. But I didn't care. I mean, whatever. I didn't think this guy was going to attack me. So I'm lying in bed then and thinking, oh, hey, whatever. I'm going to sleep. I don't care. He runs into the room and he tries to dive underneath my bed. Now, my bed is an antique. It's got a queen size mattress and a box set. And because it's an antique, the frame can't handle that kind of weight. This frame came all the way from Scotland on a sailing ship over 100 years ago. So underneath the bed, there's wooden crates that hold the whole thing up. Right. So he dives underneath my bed, bangs his arm on the wooden crates, and then he's like, oh, my elbow. So I get out of my bed and I said, look, I don't know who you are, I don't know what you want, but I'm just going to sleep. I have nothing to do with you. Whatever you did, that's your problem, right? Fair enough, okay? And he looks at me and he says, I'm a good man. I'd never do anything wrong. I never hurt anybody. I especially wouldn't hurt any children. I'm a school teacher. And it was as if he was trying to convince me and himself at the same time that he was a school teacher. I thought, yeah, how many school teachers are out at 3 a.m. hiding from the cops? And it dawned on me, you know what? When you're not even accusing somebody of something, and they're confessing to you what they didn't do, they probably just told you exactly what they did. It's like an unintentional confession that he just made. And then I didn't want him in my place at all. And he looked at me and said, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I said, okay, I got a plan for you. Okay? You go out the hall, go through the door that you came in, and you go out the back door of the building in the parking lot. But what I want you to do is when you go out the back door, pretend that you're jogging, you're running, and you move your hands like, like you're running. I can't do it with my other hand because I got the phone in it. You run your hands like you're jogging, all right? And then when the cops see you, you lean forward and do that, and you look like you're running towards them. But at the same time, you're running backwards. So they think that you're running right at them, but you're running the other way. And by the time they figure it out, it'll be too late to catch you. It'll work. They'll never think of that. It's so ridiculous. They'll never think of that. And you're too stressed out right now to think for yourself. But I just came up with a great plan for you. And he said, okay. And he ran out and he did it. But of course, I didn't see what happened after that. I just went out there and I locked the door. I was tired. I was walking slow. Locked the door. I was like, oh, I think I'll have a slice of pizza and I'll go back to sleep. And that was it. I think they caught the guy. I don't know. I didn't feel like I was responsible for everything that happened in the world. I was standing there in my underwear. Didn't care. There was one other occasion that was a lot scarier, though. I woke up and it was really cold in my room. I mean, I live in Canada. There's snow on the ground. It's cold. You could freeze to death. You're out there walking around really drunk out of your mind. You fall over and pass out. You could freeze to death. It happens. It happens. Don't do that. It's foolish. So I walk out in the living room, and it was a basement suite with a sliding window, but the frame was full of rust, and there was there's dirt in it even, like little tiny bits of gravel, and you couldn't get the window open past a certain point. And there was a guy's leg coming in, and he was going to step on the big antique record player there. So I run out there, and I push the guy's foot up, and then I think he's still trying to get in, so I punched him in the leg. I was like, boom, just punched him in the leg as hard as I could. And then he pulled out, and I pushed back the window, and that was it. He walked away. He was a really tall guy, too. I was lucky I got him out. He must have been like, I don't know. Maybe it was the shadows, but he looked like he was like 7 feet tall or something. His leg was pretty long, too. There was footprints on the wall. He was trying to get in, man. So I just shut the window and thought, well, you can't get it open anyway. It's jammed. You can't get it past a certain point. Went back to sleep, had 3 dreams in a row about somebody breaking in and killing me. And then I woke up and I had to go and do my job. But I don't live there anymore. I would highly advise not to live anywhere with sliding windows in a downtown urban area. Don't do it, man. And if somebody ever does get into your apartment, it's like a break and enter. Don't do what I did. Do something smarter than that. Okay? All right. I'm glad we talked about that. All right, everybody? So just be safe. Live in your bubble-wrapped world. Don't live in inner cities. Don't live in basement suites downtown. Don't talk to strangers. Have a good day. Thank you.